Alright, now that we have our 1/2 inch hole drilled, we're going to guide our cables and our cable sleeves through. Okay, once they're through into the trunk, we're going to guide it down, and we're going to find our mounting holes right behind this mounting plate here. And then we're going to use our same hardware from before for the license plate. Let's mount the license plate flipper on there. Okay, if I can line it up. Okay. Alright. So now that we got that in there, we got to find a place to mount our motor assembly. Your application might be different, but for this vehicle, we're going to use this bar right here on the trunk lid. It has some thickness to it, so we won't go through. So we're going to line up our plate here, and then we're going to go through with our pen, mark, go through on the other one, mark that. That's where we're going to drill, so we'll make that a little bit bigger there so you can see it. Get our drill out here. This is a 5/32 drill. Okay, now we're going to go right in through the trunk lid. Do the same for the other. Now that we got that out the way, we use these 2.5-inch screws we got. And the spacer that we've cut to length already. Your application is going to need a different length, so make sure you measure it before you cut. We're going to go back to our Phillips drill here to save some time. Okay. Once those are nice and tight in the sheet metal, we're going to put our stoppers back on our cables so they don't get pulled through. Yeah, I don't know, you might have to cut that out, man. Okay, and those go through and they press up against the black sheathing. Once that's done, we can guide our cable ends through these white guides. Okay. Alright, and once we have that done, we're going to replace the cable stoppers that we took off earlier. The best way to accurately do this is to measure down to here on our cable end. Leave one end of your mark there. You're going to mark the other side. Set that down. Get that guy out of the way for a second. We're going to use our handy pliers. We're going to bend the cable to where our new mark is on the top and our old mark is on the bottom. We're going to crimp that down as best we can with our pliers. And then we can just simply slide up our old stop until we get up to the top. And make sure that your old mark is here at the bottom. Hope you guys can see that. And then, using our pliers again, we're going to clamp it down. This is why it's important to have some pliers that can give you some good leverage. Then we simply clip off the extra. Make sure you cut the right side. Okay. And then we're going to repeat that process with the other side. This looks like. Alright, now using the mark that we made earlier, our 2-inch measurement on our cable, we're going to install and replace the cable clamps that we took off earlier. So, we're going to slide the clamp down to where it's touching our mark from before. We're going to make a new mark on the opposite side. And I'm going to slide that out of the way. Then we're going to take our handy pliers and we're going to bend the cable as tight as we can to where the old mark is at the top of this point and the new mark is on the side. Just make sure that that's on the very top. And then we're going to clamp down and bend our cable. Okay. I'm going to slide this guy back on, back over itself, and at the bottom of that you'll see our old point here. Once you see that point at the bottom, you're safe to clamp this guy back down. This is why it's important that you have some pliers with some leverage on them so you can clamp this down nice and tight. Once you're confident that that's secure, you can take your wire snippers and cut off the loose side.